Every spring, a city comes alive in a way that takes your breath away. This is more than just a pink flower wonderland. It's a celebration of life, beauty, and
friendship.
Feel the magic. Witness the bloom. And with that, it is time to get uplifted. Thank you for joining me. I'm Allison Seymour. It is cherry blossom season in Washington, D.C., and we know more than 1.5 million people, including probably you, will be celebrating the flowery wonderland that's here until mid-April. So in this special episode, we are focusing on getting you ready for the festivities, including a lineup of family-friendly events, a live demonstration from the festival's musical anthem, kite-flying tips, and a recipe to make your own cherry blossom-inspired cocktail. Well, hundreds of people work all year round to make the Cherry Blossom Festival the iconic event that we have come to know and to love. So we want to start by showing you an extra special person whose artistic creation will be front and center during the festival. This is Anna August. She's a native of Jamaica, and she is the official artist of this year's National Cherry Blossom Festival. She created this piece of art called Bloom. It is simply gorgeous. What a collector's item right there.
I'm very bold with my colors and very vibrant, and I feel like that kind of is like the essence of the cherry blossoms. They're very full of life. I hope it brings them as much joy as it brought me to create. I just want them to feel happy when they look at this piece.
Yeah. And I know you see those earrings too, right? And you could get your own copy of a version of Anna's work, including Metro's limited edition Smart Trip card. It features that cherry blossom design. You can buy that card at Metro Center, LaFont Plaza, or the Smithsonian Station starting March 15th. The festival's creative scene may be just one of the things you're looking forward to. Another might be the annual Blossom Kite Festival at the Washington Monument Grounds. That's when dozens of handcrafted kites fill the sky and participants compete for the chance to win titles like Best in Show, Greatest Visual Pair, and Most Original Design.
We come here every year since I was like, what, 11? Maybe 9? I don't know. We've been here a long time.
Yeah, and we love coming here, so to enjoy.
Have a good time.
Have a good time in flying kite.
You just heard it. This event brings people of all ages out from all over the world all together. And last year, a really special person flew from Japan to our area. Master kite maker Mikio Toki held a kite making class for local kids ahead of the festival. And our brand new segment called From the Archives, our Mary Marshall now features taking us inside that class to show off some of the creative kites designed for the competition.
Here at the Kites with Kip workshop, you'll see an array of kites like this one painted in Japan to kites that took almost a month to design. Master Toki is the instructor here, and he brought some of his really elaborate work so kids can see kites that are made out of square shapes and more. Now, they'll be using the washi paper, which is traditional to make the kites on. But look at this. This almost looks like a work of art that you could hang on a wall versus a kite. All right, let's go over to the table and show you what the kids have been up to. So they are making the kites. They used the washi paper, and the first thing they did was they drew on their kites. You can see that they drew some things here. This looks really good, guys.
It's called the tree.
It's called the tree. Love it. All right, so we got the tree. Once they drew on it, they had to secure it. And that could have been the tricky part, securing the sticks on the back. But the kids are having a good time doing this.
It's like a snake in the sky.
The kids were taught by master kite maker Mikio Toki from Japan, who has visited several schools teaching kids how to make authentic Japanese kites with washi paper. At the end of the lesson, the kids got the chance to fly their kites at school. Students will have a chance to fly their kites at the annual Blossom Kite Festival, which is fun for the whole family.
We have hundreds of kites that will be demonstrated. There are people that bring their own kites.
I haven't flown a kite in about 9 years, probably longer than some of these kids have been alive. Here goes nothing. You ready, guys? Yeah. Let's go. I did it!
Miri Marshall, WUSA 9.
Now to an upcoming event that allows you to decorate a Japanese carp-shaped kite, write traditional Japanese poetry, just have fun. Bloomaroo is the iconic family-friendly festival that brings live music and activities to the fabulous wharf during the cherry blossom season. And we know hundreds come out each year to dance along to live music from some of DC's favorite bands and watch the festival's fireworks. And joining me now to talk more about what activities you can expect from this year's Bloomaroo is Mary Catherine Cusack, the communications manager at the Wharf. It is so nice to have you here in studio.
Thank you for having me, Allison.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
I'm surprised that you have any time. You guys are always so busy at the Wharf.
Yes, we host over 100 events throughout the year. And I have to say, cherry blossom season, it's such a special time in DC. So we're really looking forward to Bloomaroo on March 29th. It's such a wonderful family-friendly festival. There will be lots of kids' crafts, as you can see on the table here. There will be lots of cherry blossom themed cocktails for the adults, lots of live music, and of course, it wouldn't be a Wharf event if we didn't have fireworks at the end.
Love, love, love. All right, so I just want to make sure we get to everything that you've kind of brought with you. This is sort of like a little sampling of all that the Wharf has to offer, from delicious food to clothing and goods and activities. Can you tell us about what you brought?
I'd be happy to. Right here, I have some cherry blossom tarts infused with yuzu fruit from Willow Song. It's a new restaurant that's opened at the Wharf, led by Chef Jeffrey Williams. I dined there a few nights ago, and it's so lovely. And the desserts, I mean, they look so good.
Gorgeous.
And great way to celebrate cherry blossom season. I also have here some fun accessories and different gifts from Diamond Jewelry at the Wharf. They're a local retailer of ours, and they always just really get into the spring season and cherry blossom season. So it's so fun to see what our retailers have to offer as well.
I love that. And I think we talked about the carp kites.
Yes.
Can we buy these down at the Wharf? Is that all the same store here?
So actually, the kites are part of the festival on the 29th.
Okay.
And so they're free to make for friends and family.
Really?
Yes. So
All
we
right.
invite everyone to come down, make a koi kite,
Yeah.
and the kids can color them and just make them their own. So it's a really special part of the day that we look forward to.
So just overall, is anything new this year that we need to know about? And of course, we're going to have to get all the details about coming down and enjoying it. But what's new? What shouldn't we miss if we're going to Bloomaroo for the first time?
Yes, you should definitely not miss Nendaiko. They're an amazing drumming band that will be hosting, and you'll really want to see them. We also have the band 3AM Tokyo. They're also coming, and they'll be our headlining performance on District Pier.
Yeah.
And
They're out of New York, you were saying.
they are out of New
Okay,
York,
okay.
yes. And they're such a wonderful band. We're excited to have them as well. And there will just be so many fun cherry blossom cocktails at our retailers that you can always just taste the blossoms, in
and
different
just
ways.
and be involved. Like, this is so DC, right?
It really is.
Can you tell me, before we let you go, the impact that you believe that this is making on our community?
Well, the cherry blossoms were gifted from Japan as a token of friendship, and I really do believe that with our event like Bloomaroo, it's just a great way to bring people together in the community and just have a wonderful way to celebrate the spring season.
Indeed.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Give us all the details. What do we need? What kind of money do we need to bring? When is it? And you said it was family friendly, so just give us what we need to know.
Of course. So on March 29th is when we're hosting our Bloomaroo celebration. I recommend getting there a little early. The festivities do kick off at 4, but have a late lunch at one of our restaurants or grab a cocktail, and then you'll want to stick around, of course, for all the activities before fireworks at 8 p.m. And so, you'll definitely want to stick around. And there's always something going on at the Wharf. We host over 100 events throughout the year. And so definitely tune into our website, wharfdc.com, or follow us at the Wharf DC on all social media platforms to learn more.
Spoken just like a communications expert. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us today. Happy cherry blossom season.
You as well.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
All right. And we know flying a kite can be tricky. So we talked to a man who is part of the Wings Over Washington Kite Club to get his advice on getting your kite off the ground and in the air.
Well, it's a simple one. I like to say it to kids. When the wind's at your back, you're on the right track. If the wind's in your face, you're in the wrong place. So make sure the wind's at your back and get the kite up in the air. Maybe have a helper stand downwind to get the kite give you some length to have the kite go straight up in the air, and just give it a launch and it'll go straight up. It'll fly with the wind. Again, make sure the wind's at your back. You'll be on the right track.
And it's not too late to register to fly in the Blossom Kite Festival for this year. You can sign up online now between now and March 28th, or you can register in person the day of the event. Again, that's on the 29th at the registration tent, as long as it's before 10:15 a.m. Well, go-go is the heartbeat of DC's music scene year-round, but when it's Cherry Blossom Festival time, you'll probably hear and that beat is thanks to local drumming groups like Miyako Taiko. They have been performing at the Cherry Blossom Festival for the past 13 years, and the group has also performed at numerous events around DC, of course, including the Tacoma Park Folk Festival, Sakura Matsuri Street Festival, and Rockville's Bubble Tea Festival. And joining us now to talk all about their upcoming performance is the organization's artistic director, Mark Rooney. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
And you also have, I want you to introduce the two drummers that we'll see just in a moment as well.
Yes, today we have Bena Oteng Agipong, as well as Calvin Cheng, and they'll be performing. They're members of Miyako Taiko.
Love it, cannot wait. But first, we have to start with you. You are the artistic director. Tell us about your background.
I've been doing taiko, this Japanese form of drumming, for the past 27 years. Started out in Boston, but I moved to this area about 14 years ago.
Okay.
And at that time, I was like, oh, we need more drumming in this in these festivals. There's already some great tradition of drumming in the Cherry Blossom Festival, but I was like, well, why not add more?
I love it. And you've played, we said some of the things, but the Kennedy Center as well too, right? What are these performances like, and what's the impact that you have on the audience? What can you see from the stage?
It's for me, it's about the sheer joy of this, the kind of excitement, and certainly representing a modern version of a cultural asset from Japan. So sort of the Japanese American voice, as well as the Japanese cultural voice represented. So.
It is like the Cherry Blossom Festival, the friendship between the two nations. Can you talk about your experience in past Cherry Blossom festivals and how you've been involved?
Oh yes, I've been involved in putting together the Sakura Taiko Fest for about 11 years now. It started out very small as an in-studio kind of recital. And then it sort of moved in the last few years. It's actually been a part. We held this in conjunction with the Kite Festival. So if you're on the other side of the Washington Monument and you see all these beautiful kites, you'll hear the drumming in the background. So I'd always welcome people to come over and join us. But yeah, I've been performing for the Cherry Blossom Festival on various events for the last 14 years.
And would it be just considered classical? What style of Japanese music? How would you describe it?
Yeah, this festival is featuring all drumming groups from all over the country, from Hawaii, from the West Coast, Seattle, New York, and Pittsburgh, and of course our very own Miyako Taiko as well. And this is contemporary taiko music, so it's based on Japanese festival traditions, but you'll also hear a lot of modern rhythms in there, including a little bit of go-go as well. Yes,
which we started off by saying that's the heartbeat of DC. I love that very much. We're going to hear a little performance. What will we hear?
This song is called Shin-en. Shin-en means a celebration of the heart, and it's meant to really do that, to celebrate the coming together, the connection, the community that gets formed by playing the taiko.
Would you say that if you had to put it in one word, the impact, is it heart?
Heart, joy, inspiration. I'm sorry, that's 3 words.
All those good words. Okay. I'm going to have you walk on over to the drummers there, and we're so happy that you're here. Thank you so much, Mark Rooney.
Thank you. As you're ready. Say! Yes! Yes! Hup! 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 Hey! Hup! Hey!
Oh, just me? Where's everybody? Yay! Thank you so much. Just wonderful. Well, cherry blossoms are blooming their way into everything that we eat, drink, and see in DC. And coming up, we're going to show you how to create your own cherry blossom inspired cocktail. Welcome back in to Get Uplifted. We know for sure, some of you, springtime means the ideal time to sip on a floral cocktail. So joining us now to teach us how to make a drink inspired by the cherry blossoms is local bartender Charlie Gonzalez. She works at STK Steakhouse in DC. It's so nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you too. I'm so happy to be here and talk cocktails.
I love it, and I love the setup. Tell us,
you.
before we get started, you know, this is such a great time in DC. Any specials? What are we gonna see when we go to STK?
Yes, I mean, well, all of the cocktails are special and yummy, but we decided to do a DC exclusive cocktail for the time of the season.
Okay.
If you want to join us, we have happy hour Sunday through Thursday, 2:30 to 5:30. A great time to get the cocktail at a great price.
Yes.
Our cocktails are usually $23, but during happy hour they're only $9, so you get quite the steal. We also do a late night happy hour that's available late nights except Friday and Saturdays.
Oh, I know.
10
it's so
to
much
close.
fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you making that is cherry blossom inspired?
Yes, we have the cherry blossom cocktail here. We're gonna start with some raspberries. They're beautiful and they also add like a nice tartness. We're gonna do 3 of those babies.
Okay.
We're using Tito's handmade vodka today. Vodka blends very seamlessly into the cocktail. It doesn't overwhelm the cocktail as well. Kind of a little secret, you know?
Okay, little bartender secret.
Yes. This is going to be cherry limeade. So that's going to give you the beautiful color that's reminiscent of the cherry blossoms. And then we're going to add some lemon sour that's going to kind of like complement that tartness of the cocktail as well.
Charlie, this is going to be super tart.
It's going to be tart and ready for springtime.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and pop our shaker. Give it a
My
nice
favorite part.
little shaky shake.
Yeah.
And we want to really shake it to break up those raspberries.
Okay.
The raspberries are going to help us give that really pretty pink color that are reminiscent of the cherry blossoms when they're in season.
Love it.
And then we're going to go ahead and strain this over into our fresh ice. You always want to use fresh ice so that way you don't over dilute your cocktail. Look at that beautiful pink color.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I like the little foam on top of it too.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
we gotta get it nice and frothy for you.
I love that very much.
And then we're gonna go ahead and garnish with a cute little baby breath, just to get it kind of like that floral aspect of the cherry blossom season. And one thing that's really beautiful about cherry blossoms here in DC is that it's rooted in friendship, right? So you gotta grab your friends and come get some drinks. We're located at 901 Massachusetts Avenue in the Marriott Marquis, so you can come see us.
Reservations required, suggested?
Not required, but maybe suggested, especially on the weekends. We tend to get pretty busy.
Love it.
But we're always happy to welcome you. If you come and take a seat at the bar, Dre, Justin, and Jeffrey, they're all great bartenders. Make sure you ask for them. They'll take great care of you. And try our other cocktails too. I brought 2 of my favorites that I love. We have our hot honey smash. That's a cognac-based cocktail. Cognac's my favorite spirit. And then we also have the guava berry kiss. So maybe you want something a little more fruity, a little more floral, not as tart. I would definitely opt for the guava berry kiss.
Before we let you go, how special is cherry blossom season in DC from, you know, for the restaurant's standpoint, just the feeling that it brings?
It's amazing. I think that it's a unique aspect that we get to bring to our DC location. No other restaurant that we have has this cocktail.
Yeah, I love it.
Because it's only cherry blossom season here in DC.
Let's cheers. This is Charlie Gonzalez. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Happy Cherry Blossom Festival. You can drink that. I can't. I'll just pretend. Thank you, Charlie. Our local bakeries are getting into the cherry blossom spirit too. Levain Bakery says they will sell cherry scones and cherry iced tea. These will be available at their Georgetown and Bethesda locations starting on the first day of spring, March 20th. And Metro is also ready for cherry blossom season. The transit agency is featuring specially decorated buses and trains with images of cherry blossoms. The design also features a Japanese rising sun. Now, of course, it's a nod to the country's flag, and it symbolizes the close relationship between the United States and Japan. The special edition vehicles are expected to debut on March 21st. In our local sports teams, they're adding some cherry blossom flair to their uniforms. Check this out. Our Washington Capitals added the flowers to the sleeve of their jerseys, and they wore them during this game against the Detroit Red Wings. And you can buy your own cherry blossom fan apparel at the team's stores in D.C. and Arlington. It's just the best time of year. Our area is quickly turning into a pink, flowery wonderland. And that's why we want to end the show talking about just one more event that is leaning into this color scheme. These are photos from last year's Pink in the Park event. You just see how festive and gorgeous it really is. Joining us now to talk more about this year's event is the president and CEO of the National Landing Bid, Tracy Say-Gabriel, to talk about what we can expect when we come down and take part in all the festivities. Good morning.
Good morning.
So happy you're here.
Happy to be here. We are so excited to bring all the pink energy of the National Cherry Blossom Festival across the Potomac to National Landing with our Pink in the Park series. So National Landing is Northern Virginia's fast evolving downtown community comprising Crystal City, Pentagon City, and Potomac Yard. And our Pink in the Park series is a premier 3-part Blossom-inspired event series, which will feature art, music, family-friendly activities.
Love it.
And just a great arrival of spring.
Can you tell us 3? Well, I mean, I love that because it just means, you know, if you don't get in on this, you can come and enjoy the other 2. So tell me about each of them, what they have to offer.
That's great. Well, we'll be kicking off this weekend on March 22nd, this Saturday, with Pink in the Pool. And that will take place at Longbridge Aquatic Center, and visitors will enjoy swimming in a sea of pink beach balls, and be able to learn origami, also taste some teas and Japanese-inspired treats and glitter tattoos. And when they're done, they can go out and check out the cherry blossoms in full bloom on the Longbridge Park Esplanade.
Yes.
And then our second event of this series is Pink Beats. And that's going to take place at Water Park, which is the region's only outdoor food hall experience. Pink Beats will be a Thursday night concert series. It's going to be produced in partnership with Songbird, and it'll feature a variety of local artists, including some of local favorites like Mambo Sauce, Flowers for the Dead, Heaven Forbid, just a variety of genres. And we'll have great local food and eats and cherry blossom inspired treats from our local vendors that are at the park.
My goodness, what could be left? This is a this is a extravaganza. What is the third part?
So the finale, which I'm really excited about, is the Art of Pink. And that's going to take place at Met Park. And we fully re-envisioned it this year as a immersive nighttime art experience. All the participants will be immersed in art in a variety of ways. We'll have an indoor-outdoor experience, including Bloom, which will be a pop-up exhibit of over 70 DMV artists. Wow. We'll also have a breakdancing performance, and we'll have the legendary DJ Flag spinning at that, which will be really fun. This will be produced and curated in conjunction with Studio Usan and the Museum of Contemporary Art Arlington. So lots of art, food, local eats, just a great time.
Oh, so much going on. Okay, so it was a lot of information. What can we leave viewers with as far as where they can go to find out all the information, all the details?
Yes. So with the generous support of Amazon as our premier sponsor, all the events are free, and you can learn more and register for the events at nationallanding.org or on Instagram at National Landing.
How wonderful. Thank you so much. What a good time. Okay, so we'll meet you at National Landing.
Yes.
For sure. Thank you so much for joining me, and I want to continue to share stories that uplift you. You can email us at getuplifted@WUSA9.com. Reach out to me on X, Instagram, Facebook, or our Get Up DC social pages, and join the conversation just by using the hashtag GetUpDC. And please, you can get your daily dose of Get Uplifted every morning at 5 on Get Up DC. You can also find these stories on our website and our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Stay uplifted.